Hi guys, I'm Luke and today we're going to talk about how to pronounce the ed sound in regular past tense verbs. We're going to talk about how to make the 3 different ed sounds when using verbs in the past tense. This is an area of English pronunciation that many students, even advanced students, find quite difficult. So there are 3 different pronunciations we use for the ed. They are d, t, and id. Let's first look at the d ending sound. Listen for the d ending sound in these past tense verbs. Called, cleaned, loved. So, did you hear a soft d sound at the end of these words? Even though these words are spelt with an ed, they do not end with an id sound. Instead, they end with the d sound. So what's the rule? How can you know when to use the d sound for past tense verbs? Well, let's first look at these words without the ed, in their infinitive form. They are pronounced call, clean, and love. The final sounds of these words are consonants. The final sound in call is l, in clean is n, and in love is v. L, n, and v are voiced consonant sounds. English has voiced and unvoiced consonants. To make a voiced consonant, you have to use your vocal cords. So when I say the v sound in the word love, I'm using my vocal cords. And when I touch my throat, I can feel it vibrating. V. And the same is for l and n. So the rule is that when a verb ends in a voiced consonant sound, then the past tense ed is pronounced as d. Called, cleaned, loved. There is one more rule you should know for the d sound for past tense verbs. So look at the word play. What's the last sound in play? Right, it is a. And a is a vowel sound. So the second rule is that verbs that end in a vowel also take the d sound when they are used in the regular past tense. Now let's look at the t ending sound. So a few examples are walked, helped, washed, and danced. Can you hear the t at the end of these words? Again, even though these words are spelled with an ed, they are pronounced with a t sound. So why do we use the t for these words? Well, let's find out. How do we say these words in their infinitive form without an ed? Well, it's like this. Walk, help, wash, and dance. What we need to pay attention to is how these words end. What's the last sound in these words? Walk, k, help, p, wash, sh, and dance, s. K, p, sh, and s are all unvoiced consonant sounds. So we don't use our vocal cords to make an unvoiced sound. If you touch your throat and say these words, k, p, sh, and s, you can't feel any vibration in your throat. So regular verbs that end in an unvoiced sound take the t for the past tense ed. Walked, helped, washed, danced. The last pronunciation for the ed sound is id. Id. For example, wanted, started, needed, ended. These are verbs which in their infinitive form end in a t or d sound. So the rule is simple. If a verb ends in a t or d, the past tense ed is pronounced as id. So these are the 3 ways of pronouncing the past tense ed sounds. The next time you're having trouble trying to decide how to pronounce an ed sound, you can use these rules to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.